Hi, I'm Annie Lichny, and I want to thank you so much for joining in for some meditation practice today. This is going to be an essential meditation practice for any day that we just feel imbalanced. We take care of our cars, we take care of our houses, we take care of our heating and air conditioning systems with reboots or cleaning out, and we tend to not really take care of ourselves in the same way. So this is kind of like a rebalancing that you can do every day, any day, when our brains, our mind, our nervous system running throughout our whole body, our hearts, our lungs, our breath are not aligned. This is a practice to bring them back into alignment so that we feel more calm, more ease. We're able to be clear communicators and alert and alive in our life without feeling exhausted and tired. So this is an essential practice today. So I encourage you to find a comfortable seat where you can feel that your feet are planted on the floor. And we're first going to use some essential movements that really restore and recalm and rebalance ourselves. The first thing that we'll do is shaking, essentially, and this is shaking our hands. You can take your hands and place them, just let your shoulders drop. I'm raising mine a little bit just so you can see my hands, but have your shoulders drop down so your arms are really relaxed and completely just shaking like you're shaking water off of your fingers. And start to bring your focus into the movement in the body right now. And we'll take our hands to our sides so it just gives us another angle to work with. And overhead, and shake. Just have your hands shaking over your head, feeling the breath coming in and out. As you shake, take your hands and in front of you, maybe shake your fingers with your palms away from you. Just letting your hands and fingers shake, feeling it resonate through your whole body. Now reverse so your palms are facing you. A little bit more shaking. And then we'll let our hands just settle down next to us. Again, relaxing the shoulders as we do this. And just check in. Notice what sensations, vibrations are taking place. Notice if we can start to collect more of our energy, our awareness toward ourselves, away from the outside world, as we've magnified this vibrational, alive energy within us a little bit. Shaking not only restores the nervous system and the body, but it also is a place for us to focus our attention, to bring ourselves back to ourselves. Notice what feels good. With this tingling, perhaps it's your hands, arms, maybe the shoulders feel more relaxed. Somewhere in the torso. Feels good. And then we'll take our hands and use tapping throughout the whole body. Again, tapping is such an excellent way to rebalance and reconnect everything within ourselves for our well-being and also for our health. So we'll start with the top of our head and we'll move our way down. You can find different ways to tap. I kind of like to use the pads of my fingers. If using more of your palms is something that feels better for you, try that. And go as fast or as slow. Listen to your body as you tap. Try different things out. See what feels right. Listen to what your body is telling you feels right, what it needs. I'm going to go to the back of my skull, maybe making a circle or a pattern. Again, our bodies love patterns. Just encouraging the nervous system to understand that it's time for ease and calm, and in that rest state of the nervous system. On the side, maybe over the ears, along the face. Try the forehead. If it feels good, close your eyes. That can help amplify the soothing feeling. I would encourage breathing in and out of the nose here. Across the eyebrows and that space between the eyebrows, tapping. We might feel discomfort. I can feel some discomfort in my forehead. These are places and pockets of tension and tightness from overthinking, perhaps. Around the eyes, as we strain to look at a lot of screens and everything around us, our muscles in our eyes work overtime. Cheekbones to the back of the jaw. Notice that you can relax the tongue in your mouth. Just let the tongue soften all the way to the back. Down the chin, over the lips, and the neck. We tend to feel this raw sensation sometimes in our neck when we're stressed. Could notice. And then we're going to go to the back of the neck, the nape of the neck where the skull and the neck meet along the scalp. And you can massage with your palms if that feels right, or tap. Keep bringing your focus here. If your mind wanders somewhere else, it's okay. Keep bringing your focus to wherever the tapping is taking place, as this will magnify the effects and the soothing. And then we'll do the shoulders. I'm going to do one at a time. You can try two, if you like. And the back of the shoulder, if this is possible. Using more of a patting kind of technique here, if that's helpful for you. And then switch shoulders. And then we'll go up and down the arms a few times. Down one side, up the inner arm. Switch arms, down the outside, up the inside. And we'll just tap a little bit in the armpits, and on the chest, and switch. And now we're going to tap on the lower back here, in the kidney area, wherever you can reach and tap. As you're tapping here along your back, see if you can just wiggle your toes and feel your feet. And now we'll do the hips, down the outside of the legs, all the way down to the feet if that's possible. Just do what you can. Up the inside of the legs, up to the groin. We hold a lot of tension in our hips, so we'll really encourage some soothing in those hips. Go back down, back up the inner leg, up to the groin, and just stay within this groin area a little bit. Maybe doing circles. Keep your mind here. This is still mindful meditation practice. So we want to do this with our full focus here. And we'll just do a little bit more now on the chest and down the spleen area, up and down a little bit. And as gently and slowly, more slowly than you want, just we can stop with that tapping and very slowly bring our hands down to either rest on our legs or just dangling down on the sides of our body, whatever feels right to you. And closing our eyes if they've been open. Start scanning the sensations that you've nourished and nurtured through the body. Feeling through the soles of the feet. Really feeling the soles connected to the earth. Again, maybe wiggling the toes. It reinforces for us this feeling of being grounded. We go through our day feeling groundless a lot of the time. And there's tremendous stability that happens with our connection with our feet on the surface of the earth, being held here, stabilized, rejuvenated. Do the sensations in your feet feel good? Are they more alive now? Through the legs, perhaps? Up through our backside and our seat. Again, we're being stabilized here with the help of gravity, this natural force for good to hold us, to stabilize us here. feeling this heaviness in our body, this rested heaviness being held here in sync with gravity, the weight of our backside on the surface underneath. Let's really stay as focused as possible as we scan through this body here, within ourselves and the aliveness that's here. Feeling our soft belly, noticing our upright and dignified spine, we could feel through our rib cage, the great protector of our lungs. Feeling along the rib cage, noticing sensations here. And just accepting everything that's here. Our daily lives are challenging. Sometimes we face incredible difficulties. We might feel this tension throughout our body. But we could also just acknowledge this is hard, life is hard. There are challenges. Just accept and know that these practices can help release some of this tension and bring us into greater ease during these difficult days. We could come up through our shoulders, our clavicle bone, and maybe we feel this tingling and aliveness from tapping. Noticing down our arms and into our hands. Through our throat, the spaciousness in our throat, and through the back of our neck. This hub of activity throughout our nervous system. And we've offered some soothing here. Up through our face, around our eyes, our forehead, our jaw. So scanning our own internal selves, deeply knowing ourselves through this process brings relief and rebalance. We can start to move and shift our focus now to our breath. Breathing in through our nose. And now exhaling again through our nose. A slowing down, smoothing out of the breath as we exhale. Breathing in. This will be a slow in and out together here. Breathing in. Filling up the belly. Being really focused on the breath. Exhaling. Smoothing out and letting go on the exhale. Inhaling. Feeling the sensations in the whole body as we inhale. Exhaling. Feeling this body's ability to let go as we exhale when we invite it with our focus. Inhale. And exhale. We'll take a few breaths together to breathe in and out of the space of our heart center in our chest. So on this next inhale, we could imagine pulling the air in to our heart center. And then a slow, smooth exhale, releasing the air out of the heart center as if our nostrils were down in our heart center on this exhale. Breathe in and out a few more times together with our focus right on our heart center. Exhaling, releasing. One more in, pulling the air into our heart center on the inhale, releasing, exhaling. And just allow the breath to breathe itself, to resume breathing at its own pace and cadence and rhythm. We could ask ourselves, what is it I want or need? What is it that I deeply wish for right now? That my deep intuitive knowing knows would be very supportive and healthy and helpful for me right now. Perhaps it's offering more patience to myself. Perhaps it's some quiet reflection time in stillness. Perhaps connecting with a caring person in my life with just simple connection and conversation. A walk out in nature. What does my deep intuitive knowing show me I need right now for myself, for caring for myself, for greater harmony, vitality, as well as peace and calm from deeply within. Keep asking today, during your day, what does my deep intuition tell me I need? And listen to what the body will tell you. We have a deep intuitive self wanting to be heard. And when we listen, we're more connected to ourselves and then also connected to everything outside of us. I thank you so much for your time and the gift of this practice together.